I'm Vaughn, owner and creator and artist of Sweet Rocks. And this is my first episode of my YouTube page of my drive-in talk. This is something I kind of like to do, share my thoughts for the day and kind of share my spiritual impressions that I've been getting throughout, and affirmations and anything of the above. I just kind of openly talk and just kind of share my wisdom, whatever may come. A lot of times what I say is it's channeled, it's like impressions from my higher self, and I feel it's relevant to whoever's listening, so that's why I do them. So make sure you hit that notification, hit that subscribe button, hit the like there. Help me boost my page a little bit, guys. But today I just want to talk about how crazy my life has been. Kind of a recap, but my life is this year has been really rough. I'm sure it's been that way for a lot of people. And prior to the 8/8 Lionsgate portal that we had, I've had some really, really outstanding spiritual experiences that I just want to touch base on. But I've experienced some significant downloads and upgrades to my biology, my body, my abilities. One of the things that I've acquired recently is the ability to feel the harmonic frequencies of every crystal that I handle, which is super awesome, for one, because now I can actually feel the energies flowing through them, like the actual vibration of them, and it's fascinating. So when I craft custom things for people, there is a lot of spiritual divination that comes through me when I'm designing something for somebody. And very often what we decide on when we create a custom piece, it wasn't what they were thinking to begin with, but when we got down to the grit of it, we designed something that was perfect for where they're at in their life now, or what they just need for their ascension and their spirituality. As we raise this collective consciousness to the fifth dimensional frequency, it's really important that we start learning to tune into ourselves and actually go within and listen to our inner child. I tend to embody my life as an inner child, and it's amazing with my kids how I can relive my childhood through them. And I realize with my 4-year-old, my youngest, now that she's got the secret of life figured out. Pure happiness in the moment, full of joy, full of love, no judgment, no fear, none of that. Doesn't that sound amazing to live as an adult like that? Who told us that we needed to grow up? Seriously. Life is so much more fun and joyous and adventurous when we can behave like we're a kid again. And so I really enjoy being a father of my 2 girls, and I really enjoy engaging with them because it's just, I don't know, they got it figured out, they really do. One of the things I do want to talk about, though, is how did I get involved into spirituality, and how did I get myself, feeling confident enough to put myself out there for the world? Well, let me tell you, Tommy Truthful has an amazing podcast called Truth Mafia. Links will be down below for you. But when he does his research and does his decoding and does all of his number stuff and his sacred geometry and all of his extensive research on things, he is right on point with everything that I have looked into and researched about, and he still brings more to the table that I'm like, whoa, dude, I've never even heard of that. That's amazing. Or never even thought of something in that perspective. So it's cool that we can kind of collaborate on things with him. But the reason why I mentioned Tommy is because he recommended me to this really awesome spiritual community that I was able to plug into called Step Into Your Powers, which is stepintoyourpowers.com if you're interested. I'll have links below for that as well. But where I'm at in my life, when that landed on my lap to check out, the name of it alone was calling to me. Just click on it, check it out. So I go in, I fill out all the bio and go through the application process of trying to get to know who you are and where you stand in your spirituality level, and sharing your bio so you can introduce yourself to everyone. But once I got in there, that was my place. ever since I plugged into that platform, Step Into Your Power, the community there is the most amazing, loving, positive, uplifting, spiritually adept people. I absolutely love it. The wisdom and knowledge that people are bringing to the table from their remembrance of their spiritual ascension is just incredible. Sister Honey Golden, she is an amazing, a psychic, a clairvoyant, very intuitive, very empathic. From my gathering of watching her page, it's Honey C. Golden. I'll leave that also attached to my description there. She's been very accurate in some of her, impressions on things, and I absolutely adore her to death. She's amazing, full of light. And then also another person that I kind of really look up to is Brother Jimmy Schwinn. He's kind of like the guardian and, father of the Step Into the Power, if you will, if you even want to say father. He's just he had a spiritual drive and impression to get this platform going for those that are ready to step into their powers on a spiritual way with their awakening. And so, culmination of all these three people really is what got me involved into this whole thing of spirituality, and really made me realize how important it is that I actually embrace the things that I'm passionate about. I am passionate about crystals and rocks and everything about it, and the wisdom that I've gained and the knowledge that I've acquired over the years is it's finally time to help people along the way in their journey. And I believe that crystals and rocks from Gaia are a tool to help us along in our spiritual ascension. Gaia is so loving, and she loves what our ascended spiritual people are doing to help raise the frequency of this earth and clean it up. Get rid of that crap and that negativity that everyone's been so, manipulated into following. And so for me, getting into there, that is the platform that I plug into the most. So much that I kind of just dropped all the rest of my socials because it's just kind of low vibe and depressing. One of the things for me, because I love researching in a deep dive and conspiracy stuff and abstract ways of thinking, and I really get fascinated into the metaphysical stuff. So I plug into a lot of those things, but when I realize what's important in my life and what I need to do with my mission here on this earth, as I exist in this lifetime, I don't need any of that anymore. I know enough now that I don't need to plug into it anymore. I know enough now to protect myself and my family from the evil in the world, from the negative energies, from the low vibing people. I know enough now, and it's time for me to just step into my power. So just wanted to kind of point out where I'm at. You can find me there. You can find many other great people, and if you are like-minded person like myself, feel free to tap into that. That is an amazing platform, and there's nothing but positive vibes there. It's incredible the things that everyone is sharing in there. We've got so many artists and so many people bringing so many different things to the table, and if that's you, step into there and you might find some benefit to connecting with like-minded people. It really is incredible. But today I was asked a question that kind of threw me off, and it wasn't that the question was hard or difficult. It was because nobody really has asked me. But the question is really simple and kind of goofy. Now that I'm talking about it, it's kind of funny to think about it. But I was asked what my favorite dessert was, and I was a chef for a lot of years, and I have made some fantastic desserts. I've done some incredible stuff. And it got me thinking with these desserts, because I'm a master at cheesecake making. I've done a couple weddings, and I do have a vision to eventually get a cheesecake business off the ground to kind of help, indulge people in that part of their body, of their spiritual ascension. Because let me tell you, my cheesecakes are quite divine. I've converted the non-cheesecake likers to liking cheesecake with them. It's phasing, and I don't mean to toot my horn and inflate my ego on it, but I try a lot of cheesecakes because I like to compare mine compared to others, and if someone's doing it better than me, I want to learn how they're doing it. So I always try them all, and I'm telling you, I've perfected it to the point that it's just amazing. So I love my recipes, and that's kind of a direction I will go in the future, is making my own from scratch cheesecakes. But being a chef and having experience with so many exotic ingredients and fusions of flavors and trying new things and creating new things and making my own recipes, like, I haven't really ever been asked, like, what kind of dessert do you like? And usually it's like in the spur of the moment, like, that's what's there. Yeah, I like this ice cream, you know, like, because we're talking about ice cream. But I never actually got asked, like, what do I like? And just so y'all know, I did come to conclude, like, what I crave when someone says, hey, what kind of dessert do you want? Man, okay, so I gotta tell you the story. So there's this place in Utah called Taggart's Grill, and it's like right outside of Morgan, in between Croydon and Morgan, out in the middle of nowhere. The most amazing place. They have a really fantastic outdoor, like, patio area there, and they make some really amazing food there. But their carrot cake with cream cheese frosting is by far the best carrot cake I've ever had. And now that I'm talking about it, I think I might make a drive to Utah just so I can get a piece of this carrot cake, because I realized that carrot cake was probably my favorite dessert, right next to some of my other crazy exotic ones. Like, I have a really cool recipe for a cinnamon roll bread pudding, and if I can get mascarpone cheese and top it with white chocolate and cranberries and hot butterscotch, oh man, like a from scratch real butterscotch, real butter, oh my gosh, that one's divine. And my grilled pineapple brulee with saffron infused old fashioned vanilla ice cream topped with salted caramel, oh, so good. But I've made so many desserts in the past. But the reason why I tell you this story is because I was made aware today how important it is to think about what you want. Like, sometimes we get in this zone, like, I'm a compassionate person. I feel like I love very deeply with everybody around me, and it's unbiased. Like, I just feel like I'm a genuinely kind and nice person. But oftentimes I get so consumed in just being a good person in this world and just being a high vibrational, positive beacon of hope and light for people that I forget to stop and take a minute. What do I want? So I want to leave that with you. What do you want in this life? What do you expect out of this life? I mean, really get real with yourself. Look at the things that you're passionate about, the things that you wish you could do now, but your life circumstance steered you away from doing that very thing that you're passionate about. The reason why I ask that is because I believe that we are headed into a fifth dimensional existence of reality, which means that we are instantly manifesting our worlds. And I choose to be a builder of my world because I don't like the old dark ways and old archaic constructs that we've been indoctrinated to follow. I don't like any of that. It doesn't make me feel good getting off work with my body completely broken and I barely got enough to put food on my table and keep a roof over my head. I don't like it. So, as we're ascending spiritually, we are given abilities to create and manifest our realities almost instantaneously. And I've got so many experiences of how this has actually happened. So many. I'll share one right now with you. I had an experience where I go into a metaphysical, like hippy-dippy type shop. It's called Enchantments here in Pocatello, Idaho. And I absolutely love that store. It's got everything I'm always looking for. It's a good vibe. You leave there feeling just amazing, like it's a good thing you go kind of thing. And you find everything from teas to herbs to rocks to healing stuff and books and all sorts of things. Like, it's amazing there. But I went to go pay for my stuff because I needed some Herkimer diamonds and some moldavite and some other things. And I went to go pay for my stuff, and I was like $26 short. And I'm thinking, oh man, okay, what can I take out of what I'm buying so that I don't exceed my budget that I went in there with? Like, because I had cash. So it's like, I have to do this so I don't overspend. And I was like, oh man, that sucks. But the owner that was ringing me up of this store, she was like, you know what? Just pay me the difference on my Venmo later when you have it. And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, no problem. I'm like, that's amazing. Well, I'm talking to some of the people that are in the shop, and as I'm walking out, this lady was like, "Hey, I really like that pendant you got there." And I was like, "Hey, I make them." And I was holding like a bunch of my stuff. And through talking with her a little bit about what I do and what I represent and what I mean, she ended up buying a bracelet off of me. And that bracelet I kept in that store. Like, I had it on their display case there. And she ended up buying it off me on the spot, which was amazing. And as I'm leaving, I got another gentleman that really liked this malachite piece that I had. And I was getting ready to put this one on my store. And he ended up buying a malachite piece for me right then and there. But because I didn't approach my situation that I'm in lack, meaning, oh man, I can't do this. Now notice that word can't. That one will cut you off from anything. If you want to achieve something in your life and you say can't or won't, it's not going to happen. And when we live in this world where we're instantly manifesting our realities, shift your words and how you talk to yourself and how you project yourself. So instead of saying, oh man, I can't afford that, I just said, oh man, I'm just a little bit short. And I'm thinking, how am I going to get that extra right now? Like, that's what I'm thinking. And instantly, 2 people bought a piece of jewelry from me and covered my difference and then some. Like, and I did not foresee that happening. It literally happened that day on the spot. This is the power that we have as creator beings in this world to creating our reality. It's working for me because I choose to live my life in the present. I choose to raise my elevation so that I can connect to my higher self, the great divine Jah and Gaia. And Yeshua and all of them, Shiva, all of these people that are so divine all through history, all of them are helping us. The Arcturians, the Pleiadians, I don't care what you want to call them, they are divine beings that are multidimensional beings that do exist, and they are helping us along in our journey. So it's important that we learn to trust in them, to trust in the divine plan of why you're here. I feel like my whole indoctrination of living in this life was meant to keep me down, was to keep me suppressed, was to keep me negative, keep me hating life, keep me being miserable. I think that all of this indoctrination that I was put through school, through business, through everything, religion, all of that tried to control me. And I realized I don't want to be controlled anymore. I want to do my thing. And that's when I decided to unplug from all of it. So I don't plug into the negative conspiracy stuff anymore because it's fascinating. Like, I still am intrigued. The shooting that just recently happened, I'm not going to give my opinions, but it keeps coming up to me, and it's like, the old world is crumbling and a new world is emerging. Like, that's just what's happening. The evil is being exposed. Light is being brought to darkness. It is purging all of it. And it's hard for me not to stay plugged in because I work around a lot of people that are so attuned to that. And when they bring it up, I just go within. I look at my heart. I listen to my gut. And I formulated my own opinions. And when I asked the divine about it, just to kind of confirm it, I don't think the narrative what's happening is accurate. So I'll leave it at that. But the whole point of our existence, though, is that we need to become our creators. We need to become who we want to be. We're at a time that we can actually create it. There is no more need anymore to feel like you're not worthy of something. There's no more need anymore to feel like you have to be in lack. Like, we don't need to learn and grow through suffering anymore. And that's what I just have started to embody. I choose not to suffer anymore. And as a result of the shifts that I'm doing within myself, I am creating my world the way that it is. Now, I never wanted to create a YouTube page because, again, I get into all of those crazy things and I'm like, man, I don't want to deal with that kind of heat. But I'm being guided to speak my voice, speak my opinion, speak what I know to be true. I am, and I'm going to. So I'm going to give love and light to all things. I'm going to give love and light to everyone, and that's that. So I don't have the negative anymore. I choose to be happy. I choose to live in my own, woo-woo world, if that's what you want to call it. Like, that's what I choose to be in because it makes me happy. When I can sit and create and give my 100% to create something so beautiful and unique for somebody because I believe that it can help them, that is the most joyous reward for me, is to be able to give them that gift of giving a gift. Like, I enjoy giving gifts, and every gift that I like to give people comes from the heart. It isn't just like, oh, here's a gift. I went and bought you something because I think you want it. It's like, no, when I choose to gift something to somebody, there is a lot of thought that goes into it, and there's a lot of heart that's attached to it. And I think that it's all frequency. When I gift something from the heart, there is an energy that is left in whatever that may be. And whoever's receiving it is receiving that loving energy from me. And that's how I perceive my world now. It's all energy exchange. You want to talk about money? Money is just energy. In the dark conspiracy world, I come to conclude that currency is all symbolism tied to occultic practices. So if the dark people have tons and tons of money to do whatever they're doing, then they understand the power and energy that's attached to money. So why can't I have that energy? Why can't I tap into that, just not in a selfish way, more in a selfless way? Like, I want to do good in this world, and I need money to do it. That's how our system works. And so for me to merge into that, I need money. So I'm doing things now to bring that abundance to me so I can do my work and my mission to healing people around me, healing this world, doing my part to heal. And so I just, these are my thoughts today. They've been kind of going through me all day. And I just wanted to share my message with you. So feel free to hit that subscribe button if you want to hear more. Hit that like, hit that notification button if you want to see my new stuff. But I do like talking about what I like to talk about. It's funny because I don't have a lot of friends that I can just call up and be like, hey, come on over for dinner, let's hang out. I don't have that luxury being out here in Pocatello, and a lot of it's because I'm on a whole different vibration than most. And I understand because I was that kind of person. Low vibe, very pessimistic, very negative Nancy. That was me for a lot of years, especially through my chef days. I was very cynical about a lot of things, and I realized that I don't need to live like that anymore. I don't need to be that anymore, and so I choose to do good now, always. I mean, not that I didn't do good before. Like, everything was based on pure, raw, genuine intention and authenticity. But my mind's perspective has shifted on how I'm perceiving this world. And I see this world as an amazing, beautiful, uplifting place full of magic and wonder. And because I see it this way, the magic and wonder comes to me, and it's fascinating. The other day I was meditating at night under the new moon, and I get this fairy ring outside of my apartment that just grows all the time. They mow it down, they ruin it, people trample on it, but regularly there's a new fairy ring of mushrooms. Like, it's a circle of mushrooms that keep reappearing in this one spot. Well, one night I was meditating under the new moon and just kind of receiving whatever was coming. It was just clearing my mind, breathing, not a thought in my head, and I'm just listening. I'm just listening, whatever may come. And sometimes it comes in forms of images of memory. Sometimes it comes in impressions. Sometimes it comes with a warming feeling within inside, and it can draw out emotions. A lot of times these emotions bring tears to my eyes and cause my heart to well up with gratitude and joy. But in this meditation, I just had this amazing, uplifting, loving experience, and I disconnect from Gaia, and then I open my eyes and I look out, and there's this bug. It looks like a bug. It's probably about this big, and it comes up out of the grass just outside of that fairy ring, and it's not like a moth. It's not like a giant bug. It's not like a June bug. It's not like a katydid. It's not like a cricket. And it's literally buzzing, kind of like a butterfly in a sense, and it kind of goes up and it stops, it hovers. It's not flapping or buzzing or doing the bug thing. It's literally, it comes up, and it comes up here, and then it kind of like stops for a minute, just levitates, and then it goes on up into the tree and then just disappears. And I just was like, okay. So I went back into my meditation, asked my higher self, and I said, was that a fairy? And I got the most positive affirmation, like, that I saw what I saw. And there's no denying that. And I think that there are people that are starting to see multidimensional beings that exist on this earth with us. I believe that. Might sound crazy to you. I don't care. I know what I saw. And that's it. I know what I saw, and I know I ain't crazy. So that's just how it is. But anyway, guys, I just want to share with you my love, my light. I love every single one of you. Jump on to Step Into Your Power, because there we do a collective prayer that is absolutely fantastic, and I do like plugging into that. And my life, I was against praying. I didn't see a point in praying. I even studied up on it and found the science proves that praying does nothing. And through this Step Into Your Power community, I now realize the power of prayer. Religion didn't teach me this, though. I had to go on my own journey and find out. And when I went inward and I connected with my higher self, I then realized the power of prayer, and I just start praying for people all the time. When I'm meditating, someone's name will come into my head, and then I send this love bubble of energy up into the universe and send it over their way so that when they're ready to receive it, they can receive my blessing. And I believe that collectively, as we raise our ascension with the group, collectively, if we're all saying prayers for people to heal and fix and cure and overcome, I think collectively we will raise everyone else's spiritual vibration. I truly believe it. The same way these controllers, the delete people, as I like to call them, the de-elites, have been manipulating us to raise our consciousness, or bring our consciousness down is more accurate to say, but they know the powers of a collective consciousness, and they've been manipulating us and deceiving us into creating their reality, this one that causes so much pain and grief and misery and hate and violence. Like, they know the powers of that, and that's why they do what they do. So I think that if we're light healers and we're star seeds and we're here to help, like genuinely help, I think we need to unite together and combat the darkness. And the only way we do that is through love, through gratitude, through working on our shadows and our traumas and overcoming and letting go of those fears. I'm at a point right now in my life where I'm not afraid of what is going to come. I'm not afraid. Not afraid of anything. The 3-eye atlas that's coming, like they think it's a meteor, it's going to be a cataclysmic event. Sure, let it happen. I'm not afraid because I know my powers, and this body that I'm in is only temporary to my real, true self that I have seen. And my true self is the most powerful, magical, bright, golden, chartreuse, and white energy I have ever seen. These colors, like these fractal colors that I have seen, I have never seen in this existence, and I know right to my core, I know where I'm going when this body decides not to house my soul anymore. But we are souls in a body, not a body housing a soul. We are souls giving energy to a body. That's what we are, and I believe that. So these are my messages of love and light today. I hope that it can touch you in some way or another. I hope you can resonate deeply with what I have to say today. But y'all have a wonderful night, and look forward to my next Drive and Talk. This is something that I want to make regular. I'll probably do episodes of it because I do a lot of driving. So I have a lot of thoughts and oftentimes no one to talk to. So now I'm talking to you, everybody, the collective consciousness that's here raising our ascension. So you all have a great night, and look forward to my next Drive and Talk. We'll talk to you later, and hit that like and subscribe. And again, my name is Vaughn, and I am the owner, artist, and creator of Sweet Rocks Crystal Healing. Have a good night. Bye.